One of the most common questions asked to devotees of ISKCON, why don't you eat onion and garlics? As a devotee of Krishna and a practicing Bhakti-yogi, we don't eat garlic and onions because they cannot be offered to Krishna. Kurma Prabhu once said, you may know that onions and garlics are botanical members of Alicia's family, along with leeks and shallots. According to Ayurveda, India's classic medical science, foods are grouped into three categories: Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. Foods in the mood of goodness, passion and ignorance. Onions and garlics and the other Alicious plants are classified as Rajasic and Tamasic, which means that they increase passion and ignorance. Those that subscribe to pure Brahmana style cooking of India, including Vaishnavas, followers of Lord Vishnu, Ram and Krishna, like to only cook with foods from the Sattvic category. These foods include fresh fruits, vegetables and herbs, dairy products, grains and legumes, and so on. Specifically, Vaishnavas do not like to cook food with Rajasic or Tamasic foods because they are unfit to offer to the deities. Rajasic and Tamasic foods are also not used because they are detrimental to meditation on devotion. Garlic and onions are both Rajasic and Tamasic and are forbidden to yogis because they root the consciousness more firmly in the body. Says the well-known authority of Ayurveda, Dr. Robert E. Swoboda. Some branches of Western medicine says that the legumes have specific health benefits. Garlic is respected, at least in allopathic medical circles, as a natural antibiotic. In recent years, while the apparent cardiovascular implications of vegetables, legumes have been studied in some details, with clinical implications of onion and garlic consumption from this point of view are still not well understood. Nevertheless, there are many other adverse things to say about onions and garlics. Not to say well is the fact that garlic in the raw state can carry harmful botulism bacteria. Perhaps it is with an awareness of this that the Roman poet Horace wrote of a garlic that it is more harmful than hemlock. It should be pointed out that garlic and onion are avoided by spiritual adherents because they stimulate the central nervous system and can disturb vows of celibacy. Garlic is a natural aphrodisiac. Ayurveda suggests that it is a tonic for loss of sexual power from any cause. Sexual debility, impotency from overindulgence in sex, and nervous exhaustion from dissipating sexual habits. It is said to be specially useful to old men of high nervous tension and diminishing sexual power. The Taoists realized thousands of years ago that plants of the Alicious family were detrimental to humans in their healthy state. In his writing, one sage, Stang Tizi, described the legumes as the five fragrant or spicy scented vegetables, but that each have a detrimental effect on one of the following five organs: liver, spleen, lungs, kidney and heart. Especially, onions are harmful to the lungs, garlic to the heart, leeks to the spleen, chives to the liver, and spring onions to the kidney. He said that these pungent vegetables contain 5 different kinds of enzymes which cause reaction of repulsive breath, extra foul odor from perspiration, and bowel movements, and lead to livid indulgence, enhance agitation, anxieties and aggressiveness, especially when eaten raw. Similar things are described in Ayurveda. As well as producing breath and body odor, these plants includes aggravation, agitation, anxiety and aggression. Thus, they are harmful physically, emotionally, mentally and spiritually. Back in the 1980s, in his research on human brain function, Dr. Robert Beck found that garlic has a detrimental effect on the brain. He found that, in fact, garlic is toxic to humans because its sulfine hydroxyl ions penetrate the blood-brain barriers and, and cause damages to brain cells. Back in the 1980s, in his research on human brain function, Dr. Robert Peck found that garlic has a detrimental effect on the brain. He found that, in fact, garlic is toxic to humans because its sulfine hydroxyl ions penetrate the blood-brain barriers and it cause brain cells damages. He also explained that as far as the 1950s, it was known that garlic reduced reaction time by 2 to 3 times when consumed by pilots taking flight tests. This is because the toxic effects of garlic desynchronize brain waves. For the same reason, the garlic family of plants have been widely recognized as being harmful to dogs. Even when garlic is used as food in Chinese culture, it is considered harmful to the stomach, liver and eyes, and a cause of dizziness and scattered energy when consumed in immoderate amounts. Nor is garlic always seen as having entire beneficial properties in Western cooking and medicines. It is widely accepted among healthcare professionals that, as well as killing harmful bacteria, garlic also destroys beneficial bacteria which are essential to the proper functioning of the digestive system. Reiki practitioners explain that garlic and onions are among the 5 substances excluded from a person's system along with tobacco, alcohol, and pharmaceutical medications. This makes it apparent that allegious plants have a negative effect on the human body and should be avoided for health reasons. Homeopathic medicines come to the same conclusion when it recognizes that red onion produces dry cough, watery eyes, sneezing, runny nose and other cold-related symptoms when consumed. These are just some of the reasons why we avoid onion and garlic. Thank you very much.